What's up, guys? It's Return to Tennis. This is our follow-up video. This is part 2 of our customization that we were doing on the Artengo TR960 Control Tour. If you haven't watched the first 2 videos, one being my initial impressions and the second was the first round of customization, you might want to go back and take a look. But the short version, very underpowered, seemed to have too high of a launch angle. We added weight to the handle. That did not make a huge difference, actually. So now we have added 6 grams to the hoop. We have 2 grams each at 3, 9, and 12. If the hoop, so the sides and the head of the racket have now been weighted, it finally feels like something I would consider hitting a little bit. Not too much so, just a little. It was at this point I've put on 10 grams of weight. It now weighs 333 grams, and now it kind of feels like it has some plow through. Like it actually feels like it can hit through the ball a little bit. The launch angle has leveled down a little bit for me. It's not as bad with the extra weight in it helping. But it's just the idea of having to add that much weight to get the racket to a point where I am okay with it, how it feels, seems like a lot to do. If you are really into customizing your frames, or if you're really good at customizing your frames, this might be a good racket for you. You know, it responds well to customization. It seems kind of designed for it. But that's not me. I mean, I added weight to my Technofiber TF40 for the same reason. It felt underpowered. I put some weight in the handle, and that was all it really needed. Low string tension, weight in the handle, and it felt pretty good. The same with the Pacific X-Force Pro No. 1. Too light, so I added weight in the handle, dropped the string tension, and it felt pretty good. I enjoyed it. But this one, I had to drop the tension, add weight in the handle, and then put weight into the hoop to kind of get it to feel like it had something behind it. It just felt like it never had enough power. Now it's comparable to the Technofiber. It's comparable to my X-Force No. 1, my Pacific. So the weight in the hoop is a definite improvement. But it's still, I will admit, at $160, it is a bargain. It is a good racket. Now, I did seem to have more success with how it felt hitting flatter balls. If I tried to hit the ball a bit flatter without as much topspin on it, it felt a lot better to me. So maybe it responds better to a flatter stroke. So if you hit a flatter ball, this racket might be a good fit for you. It might be worth demoing. But now that I've done all the customizing I'm going to do, and have hit it, it's probably going to go into storage. It's not staying in the bag. It's just a little frustrating for me that, you know, I have to add that much weight to it to get it to something that feels competent in the terms of how it plays. But again, it's a gorgeous frame. It's very well made. It travels through the air pretty good. It's a thin beam. Handles shots decently well. It's one of those things you're really going to have to kind of beef up the weight with it. It has a very low, it's kind of a low swing weight. It's at 285 swing weight, unstrung, but it feels like it's less. My Angel K7 Lime has a 284 unstrung swing weight, and it doesn't feel like this. It doesn't feel like I have to force the ball like I do with the Artengo. It feels heavier, and some of that is probably the balance. The K7 is 10-point headlight, so I can whip the head of the racket around a little faster than I do with this one. But you know, it's not bad. It's all right. See, that ball I hit a little flatter, and it went across pretty good. Yeah, I really feel if you have a flat stroke that this might be a good frame for you. But that's all with this, guys. I'm not going to do too much more. with this racket. I don't think. I think I'm done with it. I think it will stay in the collection. I mean, it's nice to have. It was, you know, Guy Monfils endorsed frame. So as soon as it came to the States, I got my hands on one. So we'll keep it in the collection, pass it along. My son might enjoy it. Maybe have a good frame for him later on. It's a little light. But that's all for today. I do have some UTR stuff coming. We got match play this evening. We'll see how that goes. I didn't hit very well this morning. So tune in later. I appreciate you for enjoying the content and coming by. May all your returns be for winners, guys. Get out there and play some tennis.